Wall Street closed higher last week on the back of easing US-China trade tensions and central banks supporting economic stimulus measures. However, the unexpected drone attacks on Saudi Arabia's major oil processing plant at the weekend, which wiped out 5% of global supply, left the US and China in disarray. On Monday, September 16, stocks plunged as fears of a global economic slowdown grew amid an abrupt increase in oil prices, pushing major indices into negative territory. Wall Street is still in risk-off mode due to the spike in oil prices and accompanying geopolitical worries. Last week, the S&P 500 index traded at 3,007.39 at the close on Friday. The index posted a 1.05% weekly gain before dropping into negative territory this week. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed at 27,219.52 on Friday, posting a 1.8% gain week on week. However, the attack on Saudi Arabia's oil plant halted the Dow's 8-session winning streak this week. Washington placed the blame for the attack squarely on Iran, a claim Tehran has disputed. Elsewhere, data revealed Chinese industrial output for August grew at its slowest pace in 17.5 years. Chinese Premier Li Keqiang said it is very difficult for China's economy to grow at a rate of 6% or more due to its high starting base and a turbulent international backdrop. The Nasdaq Composite Index closed at 8,176.71 on Friday, with a 0.7% weekly gain, leaving the tech-heavy index some 2% from its all-time closing high hit on July 26. All eyes are also at the Federal Reserve's interest rate setting committee beginning on Tuesday and concluding on Wednesday, after which Chairman Jerome Powell will announce the central bank's latest policy decision. Markets now place a roughly 80% chance that the Fed will cut rates on Wednesday, down from about 95% last week. In corporate news, Apple weighed on the Nasdaq on Friday after Goldman Sachs cut its price target for Apple stock to $165 a share from $187. The iPhone maker's shares fell by almost 2% to close at 218.75. Still, for the week, it posted a 2.5% gain. Meanwhile, mining company Freeport-McMoRan was among top performers, climbing by more than 3% on Friday as easing trade tensions between Washington and Beijing led to a 2.2% spike in copper prices. The company's stock price advanced by 3.8% on Friday to end at $10.76. For the week, it added 12.9%. You've watched a weekly financial review with me, Anna Kasatkina. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.